here. I just want to wish everybody a happy 2013. Hope everybody's doing okay. It's been a while since I made a video on here. People have been asking me when I'm going to make any more. It's been an interesting year. It's probably since I've made my last one, and a better interesting 5 months, which is what I'm going to be talking about here. Usually I'll discuss things that are on my mind, that make me ask the question, what the fuck? But this time, I kind of do want to ask what the fuck, because this is about friendship. In the past 5 months, I've lost 2 of the greatest friends I ever had, and I want to address both of them here and now. I'm not going to give any names because, well, there are some of you out there who know exactly who I'm talking about, and for those who don't know who I'm talking about, I'm not doing this to slander anybody or make anybody look bad. The only people that they're going to look bad to are the ones who know who I'm speaking of, and in the eyes of themselves. The first one I want to talk about is the one who cut me off 5 months ago because of the low-life scumbag prick cocksucker that told her to cut me off. And if you do see this, buddy, fuck you, straight out. She was, strangely enough, one of the greatest female friends I've ever had. We met over the internet, and it got to the point where I spent a year living with her down in South Carolina. I developed a friendship with her that was greater than any relationship that I was ever in. Women that I've been with, I didn't connect with them on a friendship level as I did with the woman I'm speaking of. And she basically did nothing but lie to me about everything. Now, the worst thing anybody could do is lie to somebody, but when you have 2 friends as close as I thought we were, the last thing you're going to do is, the last thing you're going to want to do is lie your ass off. Me, everything I've ever said to you was from the heart. It was sincere. I never lied to you about any single goddamn thing in my life. Everything I told you about, from where I was brought up, how I was brought up, people I was around when I was brought up, all the shit I went through in my life, that was 100% truthful. Okay, what happened to me is fucked up, but I never lied about anything. Apparently, everything you said to me was a lie. You lied to me before I ever met you. You lied to me after I met you. You lied to me after I left you to come back to my family for what was supposed to be for the holidays. I thought I would be coming back because I still got this. You remember this? You gave this to me. You told me that I was going to be handing it back to you. After you cut me off, I told you I would send it back. You told me not to do that because you would never see it. So I still have it, and according to you, you would get it back after I return it to you. Well, I still plan to do that. I know it's not you. You didn't decide to cut me off, because it's not only me you cut off everybody. Okay, ever since this cockeyed motherfucker came into your life, I don't know, your life is like on a downward spiral. Okay, I know a lot more than you think. And the friendship that you and I had, I know you're not the one who cut me off. He's the one who told you to cut me off. Okay, because at first you lied to me when you and him were first running around together doing whatever it is you were doing. I really couldn't give two shits. You lied to me about that. You basically lied to me from the minute I met you till the minute you cut me off, basically. But I still feel that it wasn't you who cut me off on your own. That cocksucker had something to do with it. I don't believe that you would have ended the friendship we had. Okay, you and I told each other, at least I told you things that nobody else knew about me. And you always told me, it could have been bullshit too, but you always told me that I was that one, I was kind of like your rock. You know, whenever you had nobody else to turn to, you knew I was going to be there. And I told you that I would always be there. And when I left you, I thought it was only going to be for 3 months. I don't know what happened during those 3 months that I wasn't there. Okay, because there's been questions raised that what would have happened if I didn't leave? You know, would you have done what you did if I didn't leave? I don't know. Just keep in mind though, I am coming back. I will be back. Could be tomorrow, could be the week after, could be the month after, could be the year after. I'm coming back. You're not going to know when I'm coming back, because and not to mention too the way from what I heard, how when you ran into somebody in a grocery store long time ago, you ran into somebody in a grocery store, somebody who I knew when I was out there with you, and he was asking you how things were going, and you had to look at that motherfucker that you're with for approval to answer questions. To me, that tells me something ain't kosher right there. But yeah, I'm gonna be back because I gotta give this back to you. I really don't want to hold it anymore. I don't want it. It really bugs me to have it. Every time I see it, it's like I think of the friendship we had, and I think about the friendship that fuckface caused you to lose, to give up. And I would like to ask, what did you give it up for? I know I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do one single goddamn thing wrong to you since the moment I met you. Okay, and I never did anything to hurt you. It definitely wasn't intentional, because I do remember when I was out there with you, I did hurt your broken finger. And if you recall, that killed me to do that. But intentionally, I never did nothing to hurt you. Ever. But it seems like all you did was just you hurt everybody else for some reason, and I don't know what that was all about, or what it is still all about. I don't know what's going on with you anymore. Friendships are not supposed to end because somebody ordered you to end it. And I really don't care anymore if you and I never rekindle that friendship, because I've been lied to so much by you about everything. You know, I'm willing to forgive, but there's no way I could ever forget. You know, if you and I ever did become friends again, it would, I don't think that it would be the way it was. You know, I think we would be more of acquaintances than bestest of friends, like you said we were. Okay. maybe more than acquaintances. Maybe we would be friends, but we would never be bestest. Not anymore. That's all I'm going to say about that. The other friend I want to address is kind of like my brother. I lost my brother because, again, I'm not going to mention any names. Some of you may know who he is, but I'm not going to mention any names because I'm not on here to slander him or make him look bad in anybody's eyes. You know, if you know him, then you know him. If you don't know him, you don't need to know who I'm talking about, other than my brother. That's the only way I could describe him. He is like my second brother. Okay, not many people know about this, but he saved my life. Had it not been for him, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this. If he hadn't called me that day, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this. I'm not going to get into detail about that either, because that's some pretty heavy shit right there. He knows about it. The woman I was talking about prior to this, she knows about it. I don't know if he's told anybody about it, but I know there's not that many people who do know about it. But he did save my life, and I do love him to death for that. But I seen him last in 2003 when I was in New York, and not too long after I left, he was diagnosed with an illness, and he's been on disability for the longest time. And the last time we spoke, which was, I don't know, 2.5 weeks ago, whatever it's been now, he was telling me about his insurance and that they didn't want to pay for his medication anymore, shit like that. And I started talking about how the government is, and you know, as fucked up as the government is, they want to cut off Social Security, and how my mother was reaching retirement age, and you know, she's facing the fact that they might cut off Social Security. And he went back to his medication again. So I was asking him, I says, how much insurance have you paid, you know, since you've had it? And you know, he gave me an amount, and I started talking about the government again. I did not say anything about him personally, okay? But for some reason, he doesn't like to hear things. And when you tell him things that strike a nerve, he flies off the handle, and he says a lot of shit. You know, maybe he don't mean what the fuck he's saying, but he says a lot of shit. He hung up on me, basically, because I told him, you can't expect to pay an insurance company $5 and have them cover a $5,000 bill. I was trying to make a point, but because I said that, he told me I was calling him a freeloader, and how I would be more happy if he was dead under a bridge someplace, and he didn't deserve to live, and all this other bullshit, and he hung up on me. You know, I was pretty shocked what the fuck happened. I mean, I didn't think it was going to lead to that, but he hung up on me, and it kind of pissed me the fuck off that he did that, because I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything about him personally, but he verbally attacked me and hung up on me like a fucking lunatic. So, and of course he called a mutual friend of ours, like he always does. Every time some shit happens, he always calls his mutual friend, and that friend calls me, and she tells me how I should call him and, you know, get this all settled and all that. And there have been times in the past where she was correct, and I called him up and I settled shit. This time I told her there ain't no fucking way I'm calling him, because I didn't do nothing. And she was telling me, well, you guys gotta talk. You gotta, you know, you guys have been friends since as long as anybody's can remember. You know, goes way back to kindergarten. You guys got over 30 years of friendship. Yes, we do. Again, which is why I said he's my brother and I love him to death. But again, I didn't do shit to him. I didn't do shit to you, okay? a few days go by, and I was talking to a friend that I have who is also disabled. She collects disability. She's 47 years old. And I was talking to her about the government, because it was really bothering me that I hadn't spoken to my friend now in about a week, because we used to talk on a daily basis. But I was telling her what happened, and she kind of agreed with me. She didn't really agree with me, but she understood what I was saying. When I said you can't pay an insurance company $5 and let them pay you $5,000. She knew where I was coming from. So I posted a little comment on Facebook saying it was nice to talk to a friend on disability who didn't get pissed off at me, who didn't hang up on me and all that. I never mentioned his name. Never did I mention his name in the post. He used that post as an excuse to contact me. It was the first contact he made in a week, whatever the fuck it was. And I was a little bothered by it. I was kind of happy that he contacted me, but at the same time I was pissed off where he was coming from and how he was coming at me again. Telling me that I was looking for, I think, acceptance or approval, whatever the fuck it was he said, because of what I wrote. And, I just kept asking him, where do you see your name in there? Where does it fucking say anything about you? But he thinks everything is an attack on him. He thinks everybody's out to fucking get him. I don't know what the fuck it is, but no matter what you say, he takes it so fucking personally. It's like, you have to watch what the fuck you say, because one wrong thing and shit like this happens. Okay, so both of us actually, we were going back and forth that day, and it led to me putting up a post saying how maybe I have to make things private so certain people don't see them and automatically think every post that I write is about them. And I said maybe it'd be smart for me too to not have to look at the post that they put up, because he put up a picture post that had the word, it said something about you can't fix stupid or some shit like that. He was calling me stupid basically, but I thought it was silly, so I said maybe I'll make it to where I don't have to see your post either, and nobody will get mad at each other. And because of that, what does he do? He fucking deletes me from Facebook. And him and I haven't communicated since. Of course I got the call again. Well, maybe not the call, but I got text messages and Facebook messages about how me and him got to settle all this and all that. Here goes the deal. I'm not pissed the way you're pissed. Okay, because I know you're going to see this. I'm not pissed the way you're pissed. You flew off the fucking handle. Me, I got aggravated because of how you treated me. I'm not pissed of the conversations we had. I'm not pissed about any fucking thing. Nothing am I pissed off about. You seem to think I was pissed off because I know you were looking for an argument. Twice. The day you hung up on me and the day you deleted me from Facebook. You were looking for an argument. I'm sorry I couldn't give you one. I don't live to argue. I don't argue about stupid fucking shit. What happened between you and me is stupid fucking shit. It can be squashed, resolved, whatever you want to call it. The thing is, I'm not going to be the one who gets shit on like I did. You shit on me basically because of my opinion. And I'm not going to be the one to get shit on and then come crawling back to you like I did something wrong. I can't do it. I did it twice already because I was wrong. And I'm always the first fucking one to tell you I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I will fucking tell you I'm wrong. But if I'm right, like I am in this situation, then I'm right. I got shit on. I'm not going to be the one to come fucking crawling to you and saying, oh, let's get this up. No, it ain't going to happen. And, I mean, could you and I talk again? Could we get back in the level of friendship we were? Personally, I don't think we got off it. I think we hit a bump in the road. Okay, but the way it seems to me is one friend cut me off because some cocksucker told her to cut me off, and you cut me off because you didn't like what I had to say. Now, we're supposed to be best friends. We're supposed to be brothers. If you don't like what I have to say, you don't act the way you did. You tell me, dude, that ain't cool. Or basically just tell me, shut the fuck up and mind my business. You don't act like we're still in fucking elementary school, fly off the fucking handle like a child who lost a fucking lollipop and then went crying to the teacher about it. Because that's the impression you gave me of how you acted. You know, it was, what is it, 2-3 weeks now it was, whatever? You know, we haven't spoken, we haven't communicated whatsoever, and I mean, we can again, but I'm not going to be the one to break the silence. You know, maybe this is a way to break the silence, but I don't know. I got a feeling that this is only going to piss you off a little more because, like I said, no matter what the fuck I do say, you get pissed off. But keep in mind, I didn't mention your fucking name. No one knows I'm fucking talking about you, like you tend to always think. Like everybody knows I'm blasting you. If I put something on Facebook, right away everybody knows that, you know, it's about you. It don't work that way. People don't fucking know who you are. They don't know who the fuck I'm writing about. Unless your name is in there, unless your 2 fucking initials are in there, unless your full name is in there, then they're gonna know I'm talking about you. Okay? But unless people know me and you watching this video, aside from them, and even some of them won't even fucking know I'm talking about you because not many, 2 other fucking people know about this. The mutual friend we have that you talk to in New York. Maybe there's more people in New York who know about it. I don't know. And my family here. Okay, those are the only ones who are gonna know I'm talking about you. No one else is gonna know. So don't think that this is gonna be a personal attack on you again, because it ain't. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say about 2 of the greatest friends I ever had. I've known my brother, or my second brother. Him I've known, we met in kindergarten. Okay, he's my brother basically. Well, whatever the fuck happens between him and I'll always consider him to be my brother no matter what. And the woman I was talking about, I've never gotten closer to any female in my life, not even the woman I grew up with back in Brooklyn. The woman I grew up with back in Brooklyn, her and I are extremely close. I mean, we're very close, but I would never have been able to tell her what I was able to tell the woman whose boyfriend ordered her to cut me off. It's a great way for him to have somebody hate you without ever seeing you before. But like I said, you're going to see me one day. You're not going to know when, but you're going to see me one day. As far as my brother goes, you want to talk to me? You got my number? You got my email address? You got my internet information as far as Facebook goes or whatever, Twitter, you know, you got all that. You know, if you want to end this bullshit, you can end it. If you don't want to end it, you want to keep this going because of whatever hatred you have towards me because I stated an opinion about the fucking government and insurance, then dude, I really don't know what to tell you except I really feel sorry for you if you want to stay that pissed off. As for me, I'm not crawling back after getting shit on, so you can forget that. That ain't gonna happen, not this time. There have been times when I was wrong, and I told her, yeah, I'm wrong, and I called you, and we settled the shit. This time it ain't happening, because I didn't do nothing. So, with that said, I just want to let everybody else know who's been asking me about my videos. Yeah, I'm going to start making more again. I'm really going to start getting back into the groove of this because hell, it's actually a stress reliever in a way. This was not a topic I had ever planned to talk about, but like I said, two of the greatest people I've ever known. One shut me out because some fuckface cocksucking lowlife motherfucker told her to, and another because we got a bump in the road. But hopefully, maybe one day I can get both of these settled. And as far as the owner of this ring goes, I have zero animosity toward you, regardless of what happened, regardless of all the lies you told me, regardless of you running off with some schmuck who told you to cut ties with me and whoever else. I got no animosity toward you at all. It's fucked up what you did. I will say that. It's really fucked up what you did, but I can't hate you. You did a lot for me when I was out there. You guys took care of me when I was out there, so I have no animosity towards you whatsoever. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna leave it at that, and there's gonna be a lot more videos to come, probably starting this week. Again, I know I'm late. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you guys had a safe and happy New Year. Until next time, this is Vinny. Catch you later.